Hey there, Chiefs Kingdom Tyreek Hill recently said he wouldn't leave his current team, but lately things seem to be getting tense between him and the club. Rumors are heating up that he might be considering a move to the Chiefs, especially since he reportedly has no interest in joining any other team. If Hill does make his way back to Kansas City, it would be a massive boost for the Chiefs' offense. Reuniting with Mahomes could recreate the deadly duo that once terrorized defenses across the league. Chiefs Kingdom is already dreaming of Hill's return. Could this be the reunion that takes them back to the Super Bowl? We've got some huge trade rumors to dive into today. Could the Kansas City Chiefs be making a blockbuster move for Seahawks star receiver DK Metcalf? And that's right. There's buzz that Metcalf could be heading to Arrowhead, and we've got all the details. But before we jump in, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss an update on your Kansas City Chiefs. Why would DK Metcalf leave Seattle? Simply put, contract negotiations haven't gone as planned, and he's looking for a fresh start with a true Super Bowl contender. And what better place than Kansas City with Patrick Mahomes at the helm? The Chiefs are in the title hunt every single year. The Chiefs are in need of a dominant X-receiver, someone who can stretch the field and make game-changing plays, and that's exactly what DK Metcalf does best. Standing at 6 feet 4 inches and weighing 230 pounds, Metcalf is a physical freak with blazing speed and elite playmaking ability. Just imagine Metcalf lining up outside, Travis Kelce dominating the middle, Rashee Rice in the slot, and Xavier Worthy using his speed to create mismatches. That's an offense that would be nearly impossible to stop. The biggest upgrade for DK Metcalf. Now let's talk about the biggest upgrade Metcalf would experience, playing with Patrick Mahomes. No disrespect to Geno Smith, but Mahomes is a different level of quarterback. With Mahomes' deep ball accuracy and ability to extend plays, Metcalf could fully unlock his potential in ways he never could in Seattle's more balanced offensive scheme. What would it take to land Metcalf in Kansas City? Reports suggest the Chiefs could acquire him for as little as a third-round pick. If that's the price, it's an absolute steal. While the Seahawks might initially ask for a first-rounder, the fact that Metcalf wants out could drive his value down. Financially, the move also makes sense. Metcalf could sign a 3-year, $85 million extension, something the Chiefs can't afford, given their need for a true WR1. Chiefs Kingdom, what do you think? All right, Chiefs Kingdom, I want to hear from you. Would you trade for DK Metcalf? Drop a T in the comments if you're all in on the move, or a P if you think we should pass. And don't go anywhere. Next up, we're breaking down another potential Chiefs target, veteran wide receiver Tyler Lockett. Could Tyler Lockett be an option for the Chiefs? While DK Metcalf might be the flashy high upside move, there's another name on the market that could make sense for the Chiefs. Tyler Lockett, recently released by Seattle. Lockett is now a free agent and could be an intriguing option for Kansas City. Lockett may not be in his prime anymore, but he brings something invaluable: experience and reliability. He's a precise route runner with great hands, making him an ideal target for Mahomes in crucial third down situations and the red zone. Plus, there's a cool connection here. Lockett's father, Kevin Lockett, played for the Chiefs in the late 90s, and Tyler himself played college football at Kansas State. A homecoming to KC could be the perfect ending to his career. Financially, Lockett would be a much cheaper option than Metcalf. Reports suggest he could sign for around $8 million, making him a cost-effective veteran addition. While his numbers have dipped in recent years, he still averaged 12.2 yards per reception last season, showing he can still make an impact. Chiefs Kingdom, your turn again. Should the Chiefs sign Tyler Lockett? Type Y for yes if you think he'd be a great fit, or N if you believe KC should go for a younger option. Whether it's DK Metcalf or Tyler Lockett, one thing is clear: the Chiefs are going to make moves to stay competitive, and we'll be right here to cover it all. All right, Chiefs Kingdom, let's talk about the future of Travis Kelce. For months, rumors have been swirling about whether this past season would be his last. Some thought he'd retire, while others believed he had one more run in him. But let's be real. After everything he's done for Kansas City, it's hard to imagine this team without him. The 2024 season was a roller coaster. The Chiefs battled their way back to the Super Bowl, only to fall short against the Eagles. A tough loss, no doubt, and it left everyone wondering, was that Kelce's last game? After the final whistle, the speculation began. He's given 13 years to this franchise, earned 10 Pro Bowls, multiple Super Bowl rings, and cemented his legacy as one of the greatest tight ends of all time. The speculation only grew. As the offseason went on, the rumors only intensified. Analysts pointed to his age, and he'll be 36 this year, and questioned whether the physical toll of the game had finally caught up with him. Social media was divided. Some fans were sure he'd walk away on top, while others believed he wasn't done just yet. So what did you think? Did you believe Kelce was going to retire after last season? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear where you stood when all these rumors were flying around. We finally got our answer. After months of speculation, Kelce made it official on his New Heights podcast. He's coming back for his 13th NFL season. Chiefs Kingdom. This was a moment to celebrate. What really stood out wasn't just that he's returning, but why. He didn't talk about money or stats. He talked about unfinished business. Kansas City, baby. We're back at it for at least one more year, Kelce said. I can't say whether or not this is going to be my last year because I still love what I do for this city and this organization. That right there, that's the heart of a competitor. He's not coming back just to play another season. He's coming back to win. That Super Bowl loss clearly stuck with him, and he has one goal in mind, getting that 5th ring. The locker room is buzzing. You know the locker room was fired up after the news. Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, and the entire team understand how important Kelce is, not just as a player, but as a leader. Mahomes himself reacted with excitement on social media, showing just how much this means for the team. Right now, I want to hear from you. What was your first reaction when you heard Kelce was coming back? Did you always believe he'd return, or did you think 2024 was his last ride? Drop your thoughts in the comments. What kind of season will Kelce have? Let's be real. Kelce may be 36, but he's still one of the most dominant tight ends in the league. Despite all the talk about slowing down, he was still putting up elite numbers last season and making clutch plays when it mattered most. But here's the thing, age is undefeated. At some point, even the greats start to feel it. So how will Andy Reid and Mahomes adjust the offense to keep Kelce at his best? One possibility, managing his workload. We might see Kelce's snap count decrease slightly to keep him fresh for the playoffs. The Chiefs may lean more on younger talent during the regular season while still making sure Kelce is the go-to guy when it really counts. But let's not get it twisted. Mahomes and Kelce are still the best duo in football. That chemistry isn't going anywhere. Defenses know he's getting the ball, and they still can't stop it. What's driving him? Redemption. That Super Bowl loss left a bad taste in his mouth, and he's coming back hungry. This isn't just another season. It's about proving that he can still dominate and help the Chiefs bring home their 5th Lombardi trophy. Can Kelce still dominate in 2025? So what do you think? Can Kelce still dominate in 2025, or will we start to see a decline? Drop your take in the comments. The big question, what happens after 2025? The truth is Kelce's future beyond next season is a big question mark. He's made it clear that he can't guarantee he'll be playing past 2025. And with his age, that uncertainty only grows. What factors will play into his decision? Sahel, Kelce has been incredibly durable, but as players get older, injuries start to pile up. If he stays healthy and keeps playing at a high level, it wouldn't be surprising to see him stick around for another year or two. Performance. If Kelce has a strong 2025 season, maybe even winning that elusive 5th Super Bowl, he might choose to retire on top, solidifying his legacy. But if he feels like his game is slipping, he may decide it's time to step away before the decline becomes too noticeable. Contract situation. Kelce is under contract for 2025, but what happens after that? Will the Chiefs offer him a short-term extension, Or will they begin transitioning to the future? Does Kelce want to retire a Chief, or does he have other plans? Who's next after Kelce? If Kelce retires after 2025, who do you think could fill his shoes? Do the Chiefs already have someone in mind, or will they need to find the next great tight end? Let's talk about it in the comments. Kelce's legacy is already secure. Whether Kelce retires after 2025 or plays a few more years, one thing is certain: his legacy is already secure. When you think of the Kansas City Chiefs, you think of Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, and Travis Kelce. Kelce has been a cornerstone of this franchise for over a decade, and his accomplishments are undeniable. 10-time Pro Bowler, Super Bowl champion, game-changing tight end, but it's not just about stats, and his impact off the field is just as big. He's a leader, a competitor, and a guy who lifts up his teammates. His work ethic, confidence, and clutch performances have built a legacy that will last long after he hangs up his cleats. The Kansas City Chiefs are making serious moves this offseason, and the latest signing is all about one thing: protecting Patrick Mahomes. With their offensive line undergoing changes, the Chiefs just landed a key piece to keep their franchise quarterback upright and performing at his best. Kansas City has reached a 2-year, $30 million agreement with offensive lineman Jaylon Moore, with $1.24 million fully guaranteed, first reported by Adam Schefter. This move shows the Chiefs' commitment to building a solid offensive front. Why? This move makes perfect sense. If you've been paying attention to the Chiefs' offseason strategy, this signing fits perfectly into the bigger picture. Just last week, Kansas City placed the franchise tag on guard Trey Smith, while also making a bold decision to trade veteran Joe Thuney, a move that was mostly about freeing up cap space. With Thuney gone, the Chiefs needed to add a reliable lineman, and Moore is the guy they're betting on. Who exactly is Jaylon Moore? The 6 feet 4 inches, 311-pound lineman was drafted by the San Francisco 49ers in 2021 and has since played in 55 total games, starting in 12. While he wasn't a consistent starter in San Francisco, he brings versatility and experience to Kansas City's O-line, making him a valuable addition. Keeping Mahomes protected is priority. Let's be honest. Keeping Mahomes protected is the number one priority for the Chiefs if they want to remain Super Bowl contenders. Last season, we saw the offensive line struggle at times, especially against elite pass rushers. Upgrading the trenches was a must, and Moore's signing is just another step toward shoring up that unit. What comes next? Of course, this move raises some questions. Will Moore step in as a full-time starter? Will Kansas City continue adding more pieces to the O-line? Could the Chiefs still target another lineman in free agency or even the draft? One thing is clear: Kansas City isn't sitting back. They know that Mahomes is the key to their dynasty, and keeping him upright is the best way to keep winning championships. What do you think? What do you think of this signing? Will Jaylon Moore be a difference maker for the Chiefs? Let us know in the comments below.